Don't blame me if I break you.
Regret your arrogance when I'm through with you!
Looks like my girl Erza is one horny woman. What is going on, my fairy fans? This fairy tale Christmas chapter was actually a very enjoyable and funny chapter because it had to do with Christmas spirit. At the same time, just to let you guys know, this is not part of the storyline, so don't think, oh, this is part of the storyline. No, this is just like a little special chapter that Hero made for us. But yeah, man, to be honest with you, my first reaction after reading this chapter was like, what did I just read? What the flip? Really? Like, I know Erza's like sad and all that, she has no one and stuff, but come on, is she that desperate? Pretty much, this whole chapter is about the Christmas spirit. So as usual, all the fairy tale goes to Lucy's house to celebrate. That's one thing I like, is that whenever something happens, they all meet up at Lucy's house. But this time, it was not this gang. It was Guy, Jill, Levy, and Juvia. Those three tag along too with Gray, Erza, Natsu, Wendy, and Happy, Carla, Panther, Lily. Now, it was okay. Like, first what happened was everybody was drunk. We see Erza, she's all in a spirit. She goes and dresses to a equip of a Christmas costume. So yeah, I guess Erza's really in the spirit. And then she tells Lucy to get dressed, but now she goes and becomes like a drunkie. She goes and ends up drinking a lot of booze. Now what made it funny was that everybody in the room got drunk, all the girls except for the guys, and then they decided to play a little game that they always come up with. It's called the master game, and that whoever is the master, they get to order someone to do something. And now here we realize Erza's horny because she admit that that this game is pretty much to show you your inner desire you can make other people do. And her desire was to see everybody naked. So when she get the thing, when she got her pick, she first asks Gaja to get naked. And then Gaja just goes naked out of nowhere. I was like, alright, gotta chill, Gaja. From there, she asks Gray to go naked. And then Gaja's like, yo, what the F am I doing here? And then Gray went naked and starts doing a weird retarded pose. And then she asks Natsu to butt slap Gaja. And then she asks Natsu to go naked and start dancing. So he was naked dancing in front of her, and she was really turned on. Everyone's just like, what the F? And then she goes and starts, and then one thing really weird, she pours wax on Lucy's back, saying, now Lucy, moan and say, oh yeah, that feels good. Holy, when Erza's drunk, she actually shows her inner self. I liked the chapter, but one thing I didn't like was Wendy was drunk too. Now what the hell? What is Wendy doing drinking booze at a young age? That's one thing I don't understand. Like, come on, I get it, Erza and everyone being drunk, Erza's being horny, that's fine. But Wendy as a kid being drunk already? Unless, of course, Wendy is not a kid and that she actually is a lot older, which here didn't mention. Am I missing something? Then the table has turned. When Gray finally get to choose, he told Erza to go naked and walk home. He thought she would not do it, but she actually did. She literally went naked right there, and Gray's like, what the F are you doing? He tries to hold her, and then here's the most funny part right here. When Erza marches, I'm going home, she was literally butt naked, and then guess who comes out of nowhere? Jalal. So she's so comfortable with Natsu, Gray, everybody seeing her naked, but when it comes to Jalal, she was so embarrassed, she fell right to the ground trying to cover herself, saying, please don't look. Erza moment right here, he goes, closes her, says, don't worry, Erza, and then she admits that she felt lonely. It's the reason she did this. And then that's when Jalal's like, let me take you home, as he tried to warm her up, and he said, let's go home. Now we all know what that means. Looks like Jalal got on with Erza. Very enjoyable chapter. I rate this chapter, let's say, despite the fact that Wendy was drunk and stuff and Erza being so horny, I'll give this chapter a 8 out of 10. It was funny though, I have to admit. Although it's a very messed up chapter, it made me laugh a lot because the spirit when it comes to fairy tale is just hilarious. That's all to you people. Let me know your thoughts about the chapter. What do you guys think? And did you guys felt that Wendy being drunk was kind of like a what the F moment? If there's anything you guys like with this chapter review, what to talk about, please drop me a like. That'd be amazing. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'll get it. Appreciate it. I'm GokuT23. Have an insane day, people.